Hello and welcome to this week's Live Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. On this week's show I shall be chatting to young Matty Williamson from local punk ska rockers Last Edition, and he'll be telling us all about his half-drunk club. And we'll also be playing lots of homegrown tunes by local bands. I hope you're all well and are having a fantastic week. Right, let's kick this week's show off with a brand spanking new one from Priyanka R.A. and Noticed.
You noticed first I had depression when I had my head down, when we were drinking tea in your kitchen. What did you notice first? Was it the way I shook my legs? Because I was anxious and scared. Was it the shadow under my eyes, the red in my eyes, the bags under my eyes, or the frown behind my smile that I thought I could disguise? When you asked what was wrong, I replied nothing. Your wise eyes pierced my soul inside. You said you're not right. You're not yourself. You're not the Priyanka I know, and I think you have depression. My grandmother was deprived of an education. Mental health was not talked about in her generation, and I was astounded as I sat opposite her. She diagnosed me first before my general practitioner. How did she know? That question still runs in my mind. Everyone else was blind, but she noticed first. She noticed first. I felt worthless, and that's why I kept it all inside. I felt faithless, and I was terrified. I was not right. Can't recognize myself anymore. No. Can't recognize myself anymore. Seeing life with my depression. My bed is where I reside, and the fire inside takes me to a parallel dimension. I am consumed with trauma, haunted by what happened to me. I'm gonna erupt like lava. Who will be there after the debris? Angry that I was burned with no justice. Why the hell do I feel so much and still feel numbness? I'm up and down in restlessness. Thank you for noticing and helping when I was a wreck.
That was a lovely little number there from Priyanka R.A. and her very latest tune, Noticed. Just checking out her Facebook page, it looks like she has an obsession with The Lion King. Well, there you go. Anyway, talking about very latest songs, let's have the very latest again now, but this time it's from Gaughan, Matty and Yeah.
Is there any time to eat? Quick rinse, headaches, fear creeping, don't be late. Boots laced in the dark, face cold, sleeping mark, pet feet, kiss head, leave them sleeping in bed. Leave house, check door, did I lock it? Check more, beat fast, heartbeat, new dawn, old street, bus ticket, corner snug, £4, what a mug. Marathon of nothing, spending to get something.
That was the very latest from the wonderful Gaughan Matty. Of course, we spoke to her on this very show only a few months ago here at Live, Local and Loud, and you can check out previous shows on musicinleicester.co.uk. Right, let's have a little bit of, let's funk it up now with a bit of Zamrish and Funky Back Teo.
Yeah. I'm bringing funky back. I'm bringing funky back. I love that funky.
I'm bringing funky back, funky back. I'm bringing funky back. Yeah.
I'm bringing funky back. I'm bringing funky back. I love that funky, funky sound. I'm bringing funky back.
That was Zamrish and Funky Back Teo. Now it's time for this week's interview where I'm chatting to the great Matty Williamson from local ska punk rockers Last Edition. He's also going to be chatting to us about his Half Drunk Club events. But first of all, here's Last Edition and Half Drunk at Half Time. That was Half Drunk at Half Time by Last Edition. And this week's guest is Matty from the band. Hello there, Matty. How the devil are you today?
Yeah, really well, Kevin. How are you?
Excellent. I'm awesome today. Thank you very much. And thanks for coming on my little show. I can't wait to be chatting to you and finding out what you're going to be telling me. So now, okay, we've got a couple of things to chat about today. And we'll talk about your band, Last Edition, and then we'll also talk about your Half Drunk Club, which sounds great. And I can't wait to find out about it. So first of all, let's talk about one of Leicester's finest parties in a band, Last Edition.
Oh.
What are they up to these days, Matty?
Do you know what we're perhaps a little bit more quiet than perhaps we'd have liked at this point. So our
I thought you were actually.
Yeah, but it's not bad different. It's just, you know, I think we got quite lucky as we were growing up as a band that it's always been the same, like, or almost the same lineup. So we got lucky a little bit that obviously a lot of bands that you see start in college, people move away and ultimately it becomes, you know, difficult to keep momentum. But we've been really lucky that we've been really close, and, you know, we're all a big family and whatnot. But our sax player and bass player both live together, and they've recently moved to Wales.
That's a shame.
Well, it's not. I'm so proud of them because they've our bass player, he did a course, wildlife conservation at Nottingham Trent Uni, did really well, and now works for the RSPB in Wales. So yeah, so proud of them for going and following their dreams and whatnot. We still get to play. We still did. So 8 or 10 gigs last year, I think. So
you still use the same sax player, because she was great on the sax.
Yeah, she's incredible. I still don't know why she hangs around with his mugs, if I'm honest. But no, yeah, she is. We kind of bill ourselves as sax fueled ska punk, which is you know, which is, well, I guess is really accurate. But she is just an incredible musician. She actually plays the keys as well now.
Wow.
Sometimes at the same time, which is just incredible watching, because I imagine it's quite the challenge to play two completely different instruments at the same time. I can barely stand up and play my guitar, so
I can imagine. And she was really dynamic as well. I mean, I haven't seen you play for a few years now, but she was, you know, you as a band, great band to watch. That's what I say. You're not so, I don't know how to put you. You're a party in a band, aren't you? Wherever you play, it's just a full on party.
Yeah, we try to be. I mean, it's in hindsight, as a 30-something-year-old tired man, but perhaps we should have chose something a little bit more slow. But yeah, no, it's really enjoyable music to play. Really positive, bouncy. And also we're very lucky that because we've been going for so long, we've got some really, really good friends. Bands we're really good friends with, and that's kind of helped us move on into putting gigs on, like Half Drunk Club, and it's still just fun to be involved. I'd miss it if it wasn't there.
Yeah. So, like you say, so you play about once a year now, don't you? So in Leicester, yeah. We did maybe eight or 10 gigs last year, which obviously it's been a bit different this year, as I'm sure we'll come on to later. Obviously, getting married in 4 days on Friday. Well, on Friday, so things have been a little bit quieter this year, just whilst we blimey
plan for that.
God, that's amazing. And okay, all right, yeah, you've certainly got a lot going on, Matty. Wow, that's absolutely fantastic.
So obviously, what happened is we obviously booked the wedding in, and then the bookers for Big D and the Kids Table, which I'm sure we'll come on to in a bit, obviously asked us if we wanted to put a night on. So we thought, well, why not book the biggest band we've ever booked in our short booking history 13 days after our wedding?
Why not?
So yeah, exactly. Why not?
Absolutely. Great. Glutton for punishment. So were you going on honeymoon or not? Or is that your honeymoon?
Yeah. Exactly. No, we go to we go up to Scotland on Sunday, and we don't come back until the Tuesday. So we have Tuesday afternoon. I've somehow wangled it that I can still go to the football on Tuesday evening, and then we will have Wednesday to sort everything out, and then Thursday's the gig. So, but there's nothing better. I mean, I love doing it, and I love still being involved in it. And also working with the Y Theatre has been really, really fun as well.
Excellent. So I could imagine because Last Edition just play in Leicester about once a year. You say you're touring around the country, but Leicester gigs about once a year. I could imagine that would help ensure you always get a good crowd along, really, don't you? Because your fans only get to see you once a year, so it's a big event.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, so the last couple of gigs that we've played in Leicester have been at Half Drunk Club. All
right, so we've been chatting a little bit about the Half Drunk Club. So that's, like you say, it was in the previous. How long has it been running now?
So this will be so Half Drunk Club. We started it. It kind of almost started life out as our 10-year anniversary. So we did a gig at Dryden Street Social.
I love that place.
Yeah, it was such an awesome venue.
It was
great. The first time we ever played it, Ollie Petch, who, funnily enough, is doing our sound for the wedding.
Excellent.
He did the sound there, and we've done quite a bit of stuff with Ollie over the years, so that was quite nice. But it technically started at our 10-year anniversary. We had 7 bands on.
In that case, do you do it do you do a gig once a year then?
I think for us to get all of the bands into the city that we'd like, we're going to have to branch out a little bit and kind of change the offering every now and again. So I think what my focus is on over the next couple of years is going to be an event in and around April, and then the full festival in October. So in hope that April will feed October and October will feed April.
Right. So April's like a warm up, like a mini thing.
Yeah, almost.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're hoping to do. Yeah, we're hoping to kind of give that a go and see how it transpires.
Excellent. I'll tell you what, Matty. Let's chat a little bit more about that after the break. But let's play another one of the songs that are going to be from one of the supports in your next Half Drunk Club. So let's have a little bit of Catbite. Now, Catbite, can you tell us about them?
Yeah, so they are they describe themselves as a neo two-tone like ska outfit. They're from Philadelphia. Really, really exciting band. They're quite similar to a band called The Interrupters, who have been touring the UK quite a lot over the last couple of years. Similar-ish. They're perhaps a little bit more on the non-poppy side. Interrupters are quite poppy.
And they've got a thing about cats as well.
Oh, do you know what? I got their rider through this week. Their rider and their stage plot for the gig on the 6th, and all of their members on their stage plots are different cats. And it's just everything I wanted. They're now my favourite band purely because of that.
I'm a dog person myself, but I could see where you're coming from. Anyway, look, with that, we'll chat a little bit more after the break, but let's hear the song. Come on, let's have a bit of Catbite and Excuse Me, Miss.
Excuse me, miss, but after this kiss, where do I fall upon your list? Doesn't really matter.
That was Excuse Me Miss by Catbite, who will be playing in this year's Half a Drunk Club. So this week's guest, I'm chatting to Matty Williamson, who is organising the event. So Matty, so like you say, Catbite, they got a thing about cats. They come from Philadelphia. How on earth did you get to book them in our lovely little Leicester?
So obviously I'm a web developer. And I've done the website for Manchester Punk Festival, which is a festival like a 3-day festival in Manchester that just happens to be on the bank holiday April weekend. So because I was building their website, I saw who was on their roster playing this year before most of the people will.
Right, sneaky.
But they're really fun. Really, the singer's got a really great voice.
So they're coming all the way over from Philadelphia just to play the one gig.
No, so Catbite and Big D and the Kids Table are going on I think it's about a 2-week tour of the UK. So they're with us on the Thursday, and then on the Friday they go up to play Manchester Punk Festival.
I see, yeah.
And then they've got another couple of dates. I mean, the whole tour includes another band called Kill Lincoln,
right?
And then another band that we're really good friends with called Call Me Malcolm.
Right.
So
so the fact that Catbite were playing the festival, which is the day after your gig, then that means they're over here anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, it's relatively common, I guess, for like big sort of American touring bands to come over and play a festival, and they'll play 3 or 4 warm-up shows before, and then because they've got to make it worth the while, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a big commitment to make.
That sounds brilliant. So what about it working the other way around? What about Last Edition going over to Philadelphia?
Well, I am hoping to jump in the back of Big D and Catbite's van and go to Manchester Festival for free. But I'm not sure I guess at the time my new wife will be overly happy with me disappearing.
No.
But yeah, exactly. But again, it's all about making new connections, new friends.
That's it.
You never know where it's going to get you. So yeah, we'll just see how what transpires. But I'd absolutely love to. One of my biggest regrets as a band is we're actually offered a 3-night tour in Germany, supporting just another band. Yeah. And unfortunately, we couldn't answer quick enough, and another band got in there before us, and they got the tour. But
okay, so Half Drunk Club, we've got the prelude to the main event. Then is that what you'd call the gig in a couple of weeks' time?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so we've kind of given it a name of like Half Drunk Club Presents to kind of differentiate the two things. So like Half Drunk Club, like full stop, is the festival. But this would be Half Drunk Club Presents.
I see.
So we're trying to get that differentiation in there so that people kind of don't. One of the things that we saw that we kind of found when we announced this gig was everyone saying, "Oh, is the festival moving to April now?" And so we tried relatively hard to sort of make it relatively clear that the two events, it's the same name, but they're relatively different in what we're going to offer.
Yes. So that sounds brilliant. So the bands that are performing when's the big one going to be then? It's
either going to be early October, or it's going to be the 3rd week in October. It's one of those things. So we've operated out of Firebug for the last 2 years, and both years like relatively well attended. Both Sundays on both years were a little less busy than I would hope for, but we still have people there.
Yeah, they always are, aren't they? Sundays.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we try to do like make other arrangements. CG, we started really early and we finished really late, really early, so that people had time. That there was a bus home, and we still didn't actually get out of the venue on last year's Sunday until about 2:00 in the morning.
Right.
But I think that was partying out of relief that it was all over and everything went okay. But yeah, so we're kind of at a point now where do we do another year at Firebug, or do we move it out into somewhere with a slightly bigger capacity? Because as you'll know from being in and around the music scene for a while, financially speaking, we need the bodies in the room
Yeah,
And if we're limited up to a certain point, then we stop being attractive to the bands that we want to go after. Really,
that's true.
As much so, I can't thank Firebug enough for what they've allowed us to do over the last few years, and Matt and Catherine have been really receptive to my stupid ideas.
I know the Y Theatre's quite expensive, isn't it, to put on a gig there, because you've got all security and everything, which you need for the next level up, really.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different beast. I mean, so the reason we wanted to do something at Y Theatre was that so the Half Drunk at Half Time song you played at the top of the show was we actually recorded the music video there at Y Theatre.
Right.
And I'm not. I presume you've been, but for anyone that hasn't, the room is just incredible.
It is.
Big tall ceilings, massive stage.
It's Leicester's oldest theatre, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I was convinced that there's going to. I was semi hoping for some sort of paranormal activity going on, but
that's where you want the Guildhall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have you seen that? They got a ghost, I think, at the back of the Guildhall that walks along these old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's really old building. That'll be probably one of the oldest buildings in Leicester. But anyway,
probably not far off.
I must admit, you don't do things by halves, do you? I mean, Big D and the Kids Table, they've got about 54,000 likes on their Facebook page.
Yeah. They're do you know what I have a very vivid memory of Big D and the Kids Table. So I mean, they've been a band for decades. They were sort of probably a little bit after bands like Less Than Jake, Real Big Fish, that sort of third wave American ska sound that we almost sound like a little bit, I guess. But they were about that sort of time, and I remember going to see Real Big Fish definitely, and I think Big D and the Kids Table were on the same lineup at Rock City, and I walked into Rock City and Big D were playing I can't remember what song. It might have been a song called LAX, but I was completely like in awe of them. And if you'd have told me then that I'd then go on to book them again, you'd have blown my tiny little mind.
That's it.
But a couple of years ago, actually, we I added the singer Dave on Facebook, and I sent him a message saying like, "Hey Dave, I love your band. Been a fan for however long. Here's my band. If you're ever in the UK, we'd love to come and to come and play like a support slot or whatever." I didn't hear anything for a while. I mean, obviously he's he's a singer in a successful band, so he's not obliged to reply to idiots like me. But after a couple of months, we got a call from one of the bookers at DHP at Rescue Rooms, and they got us the main support slot for them.
Wow.
So and then obviously when we turned up to the gig, Dave, the singer, came over and said hello. I just thought, do you know what, that it's such a little thing to be able to do, recognize someone, remember their name, go and talk to an agent, said, oh, this local band has said they want to play, do you reckon you can get them on? It doesn't require like lots and lots of effort, but it just meant the absolute world to me that he took the time to listen to what I had to say, listen to the band.
Okay, well, we're going to play them in a moment, Big D and the Kids Table, because they're going to be headlining your gig. Can you just remind us when the Half Drunk Ball Presents is going to be on next?
Yep, so Half Drunk Club Presents is on the Thursday the 6th of April. I think doors are going to be somewhere between sort of 7:30 and last additional play first. I'm not sure we've not gone through that yet, but yeah.
No. And it's going to be sunny in the Sunny Wire Theatre in sunny Leicester, so that'll be fantastic. Can't wait for that. That'll be brilliant. Sound there and everything's amazing, isn't it? And
it's such an incredible room.
And Big D and the Kids, there's about 8 people in that band as well, isn't there? Big D.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is just something synonymous with being in a ska band, really. I mean, yeah, you almost have to play the bigger venues because there's about 35 members.
That's it. Okay, that's brilliant. So how can people find out more? Obviously, they need to get tickets in advance, don't they?
Yeah, ideally. It'll be a little bit more expensive on the door. Tickets online currently are priced at $17.50. We can either go to halfdrunkclub.co.uk or if you go on any of our socials, all of our social handles are at Half Drunk Club.
All right then, Matty. Well, we're going to have to sign off now.
Okay.
But Thank you very much for that. And let's finish off with playing one of the songs from the headliner of the next Half Drunk Club Presents night. It's going to be Big D and the Kids Table, and this is New Day. Is there any particular reason you chose this song, Matty?
It's the first, I believe it's the first song they released off of their new album, which is what they're touring for. The album's called Do Your Art. Big D are a very acquired taste. So I mean, go and listen to the rest of the album. But I think this song was the best song on the album.
I think they're amazing from what I've heard.
Yeah, they're just so good. And this song's a really sweet song, and yeah, it's got that summer head nodding vibe that hopefully we'll have some sun in April.
That's it. Oh, yes, definitely. Righty-ho, Matt. It's been great speaking to you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you for having me on.
That's quite all right, and I can't wait to see this crazy lot live. It sounds like it's going to be an amazing party. So here's Big D and the Kids Table, New Day.
Knock a knock a knock on your wooden head, yeah. It's time to stop your days with that kid. 'Cause it's no longer a lonely, 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 lonely life. No more sitting while he taps away on his phone all night. Remember all the nights ending with friends, not wasting time in these fights. See, I'm a fan of you, one big fan of you. Always believed in you, and I'm relieved that you're through. Oh! But now, I feel so down. Feel so down, my life feels upside down, crashing down. Oi, I think he gave you a gift. That's right, he gave the best gift. Hear me now, hear it loud, 'cause you get to fall in love again. You've forgotten you were funny, light and sunny, coolest girl who never cared about cars, school clothes, or lots of money. He got you wound up like a robot with your mind shut. Don't trust your gut, constantly telling you, oh, could you just stop? Your young self would not hang with this new you. Like you always said, none of us should miss you. 'Cause it's no longer a lonely, 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 lonely life. Time for you to do all the things that make your life feel bright. It's time chapter ended. It's time to stop pretending. 'Cause we all think you're simply highly recommended. Oh, but now, I feel so down. Feel so down, my life feels upside down, crashing down. Oi, I think he gave you a gift. That's right, he gave the best gift. Hear me now, hear it loud, 'cause you get to fall in love again. But now, I feel so down, upside down, crashing down. Oi, I think he gave you a gift. That's right, he gave the best gift. Hear me now, hear it loud, 'cause you get to fall in love again. New day, 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 new day.
That was me chatting to the wonderful Matty Williamson from last edition, and also chatting about his wonderful events at Half Drunk Club. Okay, so now it's time for a bit of Ollie E, and I'm going to be telling you about his upcoming gig after this song. It's Ollie E and Everlasting.
Like a time bomb ticking away, we can run but can't escape. We're accountable for watching the world burn down, and we can't just intervene by living in a fantasy. We need to turn ourselves around, or we're done for. Take it all away, tell me how can we be free when there's no one in the world left to believe in. Take me far away, let me dream for one more day, 'cause the truth we have to face is everlasting. We all live like we're absolved, 'cause we think we're in control. Indestructible, but couldn't be further from truth. So I act like nothing's wrong and pretend to get along, but beneath it all I'm tired of lying to you. Take it all away, tell me how can we be free when there's no one in the world left to believe in. Take me far away, let me dream for one more day, 'cause the truth we have to face is everlasting. We must confess it's do or die. We've got one chance to get this right, one opportunity despite the fence. We're running out of time. We stand on the brink of suicide. All I really want is to survive. We need to change this way of life, create a future shining bright. Take it all away, tell me how can we be free when there's no one in the world left to believe in. Take me far away, let me dream for one more day, 'cause the truth we have to face is everlasting. It's everlasting. It's everlasting. The truth is everlasting. Everlasting.
That was Ollie E's latest banger, Everlasting, and he's going to be playing soon at The Shed on the 15th of April 2023, so that's next month, at the Sunny Shed in sunny Leicester on Yeoman Street. So that's Ollie E's, he's going to be headlining, and there's going to be a couple of supports by Infirm of Purpose, who I haven't actually seen, and Decade and a Day, another band who I haven't seen. So that sounds like a great gig. Tickets are £8. Best to get them in advance. Check out Ollie E's Facebook page, which is at Ollie E Music. So now it's time for a little bit of Neon Sarcastic, who were actually supposed to be reforming, I think, about a year ago. But yeah, they've gone all quiet. Anyway, here's Neon Sarcastic and one of their old classics, Illusionists.
A list of forces drive me forward.
was the wonderful Neon Sarcastic and one of their old classics, Illusionists. That brings us to the end of another live, local and loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, if you want to check out any of our previous shows or interviews, then have a look at musicinleicester.co.uk. There's a handy playlist on the right hand side. And also, don't forget, if you want to see what gigs are on in sunny Leicestershire, check out our very handy gig guide at musicinleicester.co.uk. So do have a great week, and I'll see you next Thursday here, Hermitage FM at 5 o'clock.